So, about my experience with the networking. When I first started this program, I wasn't as confident as I am now in my business. I had never wanted to be in conversation with men, especially because I felt as though they would, look down on me as a woman in the construction industry. I would normally push my husband to the forefront, let him deal with the men. So I would step back. But the other evening, that was Monday evening, yeah, I was sitting there and I was like, through this trading, everybody getting to network with somebody at least from their industry. And I'm trying to figure out who with a construction background or something related to construction that I can network with. And I went to Keon and I told him, I was like, I really want to speak with somebody, but I don't know who to speak with or how to go about doing it. So he started telling me, okay, this one in the room may be related to your industry, this one. And so he pointed out two persons. I was thinking like, okay, but how are I going about approaching these people? They look so thing. And I was so timid. And he was like, you want me to go with you? I was like, yes. So he went with me and he was like, I'm standing here listening. I started out introducing myself and started flowing. And I was looking at him to see his reaction on, whether I was going okay. And then he gave me the go ahead, like, okay, you can take off from here. And then he left. And after that, I moved to the other table with three young men. And I sat there and we had a very healthy discussion. And I did not feel any way communicating with them. Any question asked, I was able to respond to it. I felt so like I was so in control of this entire situation. I was so proud of myself, to be honest. Like I could have just pat myself on the back that very moment because it's something that I would have never done. So that was my experience with the networking and the confidence to, communicate and network properly. The next thing that I benefited from is when I first started, if anybody could remember when they asked me what HKBL does, and I was like, everything construction, everything, anything you want, I can do for you. And through the training, then I was like, there's not the right approach. And then I realized, you know what, my focus is mainly on commercial construction. And then I started focusing on that area, and everything became so much clearer, and I was able to understand my whole mission, my strategy, everything so much better. The other thing is I didn't thought that marketing was anything that I should focus on, because that was one of my questions to Kian. I was like, how am I relating my service to this marketing? Because I could just go and buy bids. And then everything became clear. It's not all about that. You could market yourself in other ways and you can draw people to you who you might think isn't focusing on you. They can just use your platform or whatever to get to know you and approach you before you even approach them. So that changed my mindset. The other thing that I was set on is that I was like, this bad. I don't want anything. If I could finance everything myself, let me finance it. And then after going through that session, I realized that it isn't bad. And actually taking debt is so much better because I have more disposable cash and I can take my time and pay back that and whatever else. But those were my three areas that I learned a lot in. Of course, the financial part, but those areas, well, my mind was set on certain things and it changed my whole perspective on those areas. So thank you to Road to Growth, Dr. Dorga and Keon. And even the ladies, because one way or the other, you also convinced me otherwise. Thanks.